Before we begin, pause for a moment. Breathe slowly. If this message has found its way into your life today, it is no accident. The universe often whispers through subtle signs and silent coincidences, but on rare occasions, it opens a door within the fabric of reality itself to send a specific signal to a chosen soul. Today is one of those moments. The shift March 9 on March 9, a moment the moon entered Sagittarius. A subtle yet formidable energy began to stir within our collective aura. Most people will walk through this day untouched and unaware, but for those with sensitive hearts, sharp intuition, or those walking a deep spiritual path, there is an undeniable undercurrent beneath the mundane. It is a flutter of anticipation, a silent wave in the chest, as if the soul already knows you are stepping into a brand new chapter. If you've recently been swept up by unexplained emotional waves, if your dreams have become vivid and lifelike, or if a person you haven't spoken to in years suddenly crosses your mind, understand this: these are not random thoughts. They are the initial signals of a profound energetic resonance about to take form. Pause before we go deeper. If you feel this resonance, subscribe to this channel and comment, "I am ready for my destiny." Sometimes, a simple declaration of intent is all it takes for the universe to push open the doors that have been waiting for your awareness. The Sagittarius portal most people wake up thinking today is just an ordinary day of responsibilities and chores. They never notice that the sky above is shifting in extraordinary ways. But the truth is, the movements of the planets are never random. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, luck, and higher truth. When the emotional energy of the moon merges with the expansive frequency of the archer, a transformation occurs in the invisible web connecting human hearts. The doors of hidden possibility begin to swing open. This is why we call this an energy entry window. It tears a tiny slit in reality, allowing long-delayed opportunities, sudden epiphanies, and fated reconnections to finally move forward. Somewhere in the world right now, someone is feeling an inexplicable urge to write that message they've been holding back for months, or to finally face a truth hidden deep in their heart. You've likely already felt it, this atmosphere that logic cannot explain, but the soul cannot ignore. The signs of convergence for many on the path of awakening. The days leading up to this alignment have been filled with strange signals. Synchronicities have become too precise to ignore. Perhaps you see repeating numbers everywhere: 1111, 222, 555. Perhaps a specific song triggers a buried memory, or your dreams are intense reunions with people from your past. Spiritual guides say these are energetic echoes. They appear just before a portal fully opens. The universe is not just moving planets. It is gently waking up the human heart, ensuring we don't miss the opportunities that might otherwise pass us by. Unexpected communication. One of the most fascinating traits of this Sagittarius moon portal is that unexpected emotional communication often arrives in ways no one could have predicted. Messages that were never sent suddenly arrive. Conversations that were avoided are finally initiated. The emotions hidden by pride, fear, and hesitation rise to the surface and can no longer remain silent. Sagittarius does not accept unfinished stories or hidden truths. It demands authenticity. In this window, you might receive a message from someone you thought had vanished from your life forever. Or someone may approach you with a level of honesty that leaves you breathless. These connections may not always be about romance, but they always carry a profound emotional weight. They reconnect the broken threads of your life's narrative. The resonance of memory, the Akashic field. There is a deeper dimension to this alignment, the sudden surge of emotional resonance. Sagittarius energy has a mysterious link to memories that transcend simple events. Many spiritual traditions believe Sagittarius energy opens a bridge to the Akashic field, the dimension where the soul's experiences across time are preserved. When these channels are activated, people with deep karmic ties feel an invisible pull toward one another. A message arriving now may look simple on the screen, but behind the words lie layers of emotional history and spiritual familiarity. The heart recognizes it instantly. Timeline activation for many. The weeks leading up to this moment were wrapped in an unusual silence. Conversations had stalled. Intimacy had grown distant. But Sagittarius' energy hates stagnation. It brings an inherent drive for action and exploration. Spiritual mentors call this a timeline activation. The universe is rearranging circumstances so that destined encounters and realizations can finally manifest. Not every connection is meant to last a lifetime, but every connection has a mission. This energy allows that mission to become clear. The gentle whisper of hope. If this portal energy is touching your life, its signal will be gentle, a sudden sense of hope, a sharpening of intuition, a realization of beauty in the small things, a melody, a memory, a random moment. All of these can trigger an intense emotion, as if you are connected to something much larger than the now. Behind your gaze, stagnant roads are being cleared. Thoughts are budding in the minds of others. Messages are slowly making their way to the moment they are meant to be revealed. Your story is preparing to turn a page you never expected. The courage to speak. There are feelings that stay dormant for months or years, waiting for the right moment to be spoken. Under this moon, the barrier of pride and fear begins to dissolve. Sagittarius is the truth seeker. It asks the questions we've avoided. What if the feelings I ignored still matter? What if the words I never said are still being waited for? These questions don't come from a place of logic. They rise when the mind is relaxed and the deep awareness wakes up. The person who thought silence was safer suddenly feels a restless urge to reach out. This isn't just nostalgia. It is the soul realizing that silence is no longer peace. The echo receiving the message. We often focus on the person sending the message, but receiving an unexpected reach out requires just as much courage. You might stare at your screen with a mix of surprise, curiosity, and disbelief. Receiving such a message is an invitation to revisit your own growth and healing. When you drop judgment and resistance, you create space for a deeper understanding. The message itself might not change everything overnight, but it pushes open a door that has been closed for far too long, closing the journey to destiny as the moon moves deeper into Sagittarius. Remember, these moments are invitations. Invitations to be honest, to be aware, and to have the courage to step into the next chapter. In the vast energetic network of human hearts, conversations are beginning, truths are being felt, and destinies are aligning. Whether this message reaches you today, tomorrow, or simply manifests as an inner realization, trust this: the universe never plants an awareness in your heart without a purpose. Every realization has a mission. If this message resonated with your soul, subscribe to this channel and share your experience in the comments by writing "I trust the universe." Let this space become a signal of collective intent. When awakened souls gather their energy, the universe listens. Before you go, take one more deep breath.